boyfriend slapped me and called me an attention seeker for spreading lies that he beat girls. Now he's begging and crying because I ended everything. Because of this incident, my boyfriend and I have not been talking for the past few days. I got my period in the middle of the night, and I woke up to my legs being completely drenched in blood. I teared up a little bit because I hate being on my period, so I was really sad about that. I also ruined my boyfriend's sheets, so I was embarrassed too. I couldn't open my legs because I knew I would just bleed more, so I gently woke him up to carry me to the bathroom. He was kind of annoyed about being woken up, understandably, but I needed to use the bathroom, and I couldn't walk because I was in pain. I was crying a little bit while he was carrying me, most likely due to the hormones because I'm not usually that sensitive, and when he put me down, I realized that I wouldn't be able to take the extra few steps to sit down on the toilet. I also knew that as soon as I opened my legs, blood would just come out, so I then asked him to give me his hand to help me get into the bathtub instead. He was annoyed and said, "Can't you do it yourself?" I said, "No, my stomach hurts." He then helped me, and I cried because I knew I was just annoying him. When I eventually came out of the bathroom, he said, "You just ruined all my effing sheets." I said I was sorry. He then sighed obnoxiously loudly to show his annoyance. I said I was sorry. "Can you drop it? You act like you're the one cramping for a week." He then said, "Shut the F up. My sisters get their period too, and they're not bitches about it." I said, "What did you just say?" And he laughed and went to the kitchen. I followed him and grabbed his arm to make him look at me, and he kind of raised his voice and said, "Bro, leave me alone. You just ruined my effing day with your BS." I said, "Sorry, I have my period?" And he was like, "You're acting like you're giving birth. Relax." He then followed with, "How do you want us to build a family if you cry at every effing inconvenience?" I cried and said, "What the F does that even have to do with this?" And he said, "See, if you can't handle period cramps, how do you want me to build a family with you?" At the moment, I thought it was his way of breaking up with me, and I said, "Are you trying to break up with me right now?" He said, "You know you can be so stupid sometimes." I said, "What's that supposed to mean?" And he said, "I'm not talking about this anymore, go get some rest." I tried to talk about it, but he just gave me the silent treatment. Am I wrong in how I handled this? I guess I shouldn't have woken him up, but I had to go to the bathroom and couldn't walk. Is there something I can do to fix this? Update: we did not talk after our fight. I wanted to fix it and move on, but I was hurt by how he spoke to me and wanted him to apologize first. He didn't. I suspected he wouldn't because he always waits for me to apologize first, so I texted him. My message didn't go through because he had blocked my number. I tried to text him on Instagram and discovered I was blocked there, too. I then messaged him on Snapchat. He never uses it, so I think he just forgot to block me there. I told him I was sorry and wanted to talk in person. He ended up coming over, and as soon as he came in, he acted like nothing happened, which just pissed me off. I told him I wanted to discuss what happened because his words still hurt me. I apologized for waking him up, acknowledged his frustration, and explained I was too weak to go to the bathroom alone. He responded, "You acted like you were disabled. If I hadn't been there, what would you have done?" I said I would have probably pissed my pants or gone alone and spread blood all over the room. I knew he would already be mad because I stained his bed, so I didn't want to make it worse by staining a towel, too. I said I didn't like the way he was cussing at me and calling me names, and he replied, "Well, let someone else ruin your day with dumb poop and see how you react." I told him I didn't think it was dumb poop. I was in so much pain, and he didn't show any sympathy. He looked at me like I said the dumbest thing in the world. I also told him that I scheduled an appointment with an OBGYN because what I experienced wasn't normal. He said, "Well, I just hope next time you won't piss me off."